Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to quickly show you how to manipulate the background of this image, how we got to the image from looking like this to looking like this in just very few minutes. With no further ado, let's get started. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to zoom to the face of this model to see if there's any freckle or acne on the face. To easily remove that, we are going to use the Spot Healing Brush tool. So this is an A to Z retouching tutorial and it's very quick so that you learn a whole lot. So using the Spot Healing Brush, we are going to remove the pimples from the face. I'll show you the full process of retouching this image. Just use your Spot Healing Brush to remove spots like this from the image. And once you're done, you zoom out like this. The next thing you are going to do is to smooth the skin. Yes, leaving the skin rough, it's not flattering at all, it's not beautiful to look at. So I'm going to smooth the skin. But while smoothing the skin, we need to retain the texture. The best, fast, and easiest way to do that is to use the Autofix FS. So if you click on the Autofix FS action and you play the button like this, voila, this is the result you get. Let's take a look at the before and the after. Here was the before and here is the after. Before, the image is looking rough, the skin of the model is looking rough. After, the skin is now looking smooth. So if you zoom down here to our lower body area, you can see the before and the after. So our knee area, you can see the before and the after. I see it smooths the whole image from her head to her toe. This is the easiest way to retouch your image. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes of work into just a click. Super easy. Try it out right now on the Autofix FS. And once you get the Autofix done on your image, you can also use the Auto Pop to add a little bit of punch and color pop to your image. Voila, just like that. Here was the before, look at the image, and here is the after. This one-click transformation are just awesome and amazing. To get them, check the link in the description right now to get the Autofix and the Auto Pop. You see how the Autofix fixed the skin issues and how the Auto Pop fixed the color issues and pops your image to make it look more three-dimensional and beautiful. Now let's go on to focus on the background of the image. To do that, we are going to flatten this image at this point. Right click, flatten image. Now duplicate this image. Take your quick selection tool, the lasso tool, and now make a rough selection on this area of the background right here like this. Make a quick selection on this area. If you want to add any portion to this selection, you now click on this add icon and then you select like this to add this portion to the overall image. Now come to edit, come to content and well fill. Right here in the content of our well fill, the AI in the Photoshop is going to generate what is supposed to replace this area, and you can see exactly what it does. So you can manually choose the area it's going to sample. Now I want it to sample only the background, so we are going to clean out the area that is sampled from the body of the model, and now look at the result we are getting right here. This is the result we are going to get, and now you're going to click on the OK. Click on the OK button to come back into Photoshop. Now you come to select and deselect. So we are going to change this background to a creative background. We are going to use a PNG. I'll make this PNG available for free, so check the link in the description to get this PNG. So you duplicate, you merge everything by flattening the image and duplicate the background. And now come to select subject, click on select subject to select the subject from the background. So once the selection has been done like this, you can refine the selection by using the quick selection tool. Just increase the brush size and then add any area of the selection you need to be added. When you're okay with the selection, you click this icon down here to mask the subject from the background. So we are going to come into our directory right here in our desktop, and I'm going to use one of these background overlays. To get the background overlay, you can check the link in the description. You get it for free. If you want all my background overlays, there are over 1,000 backgrounds that you can use to manipulate your studio, your outdoor, and your portraits, every kind of photography, any kind of style you are looking for. I have over 1,000 background overlays for background manipulation. I also even have a mentorship program that you can check the link in the description and ask for it, where I take you over 1 week and give you intense photography and Photoshop tutorials. With just 1 week, you can go from being an absolute beginner to becoming a professional retoucher and photographer that have mastered lighting, camera setting, and also photo retouching in general. You can check the link in the description to get access to me, or you can check anywhere around the video to see my email, where you can text me on email, where you email me and then we discuss on that. So as simple as that, you can write to me. So we are going to drag this background overlay into Photoshop right here, and we are going to resize. Now make sure the ground plane of this background matches the ground plane of the image you are trying to manipulate, so that the whole thing looks real. So at this point, you can see this is the edge of the ground plane and it's matching to the ground plane of the image. So we just resize like this, and now we click on OK to place this background on our image. You drag it below the subject so that the subject will stand on the background. Now we change the blend mode from normal to soft light or overlay. Choose between them. You can try other blending modes, but right now we're going to use the soft light and click on OK. So once you get it on your image like this, you're going to press Ctrl Shift Alternate E to create a stand visible layer, Ctrl Shift Alternate E on your PC, Command Shift Option E on your Mac to create a stand visible layer. And with this stand visible layer, we're going to come to filter, we're going to come to camera raw filter. Right here in the camera raw filter, we're going to zoom down here. You see this lens blur, we're going to apply lens blur. And this is going to blur the background so that we have a separation between the background and the subject. It's going to bring more focus to the subject and make the image look more professional, more beautiful, and more presentable, so that it can be used for more work, more graphic design, posting on Instagram, on any other purpose that this image was created for. So voila, this now how blur the image is going to get. You can increase the blur amount to make it more blur, or you can leave it at default. You can change the blur bouquet if there are lights, so that I choose different bouquet pattern. We are going to leave most of the stuff at default. And then you can also come right here to the light section of the camera raw, and you can increase the brightness of this image. So right here we can adjust the exposure. We can also adjust the blacks. We can just make basic adjustments to the light right here in camera raw, as we are on it right now. And also the vibrance, we can increase the vibrance to make the image look more colorful without destroying the skin tone. So instead of using the saturation, use the vibrance slider to increase the colorfulness of your image without destroying the skin tone. If you use the saturation button, it's going to destroy the skin tone. So you just use the vibrance to pop the colors in your image without destroying the skin tone. Here was the before and here is the after. You can also adjust the temperature by cooling it off, or by increasing it depending on how your skin tone is. You know, majorly for portrait images like this, your main focus should be the color of the skin. What makes the model look flattering, that is just your main focus. So when you're okay with all the adjustments you've made here, you can now just click on OK to come back into Photoshop. And here is our final result. Here was the before and here is the after. You can see the overall before and after. Here was the before and here is the after. You can further go on to sharpen your image if your image is looking blurred or anyhow that it's not looking at that sharp. You can sharpen it depending on the camera you're using. So don't forget how we got this smooth skin. We use the autofix to take the skin from looking like this and looking like this, also with the help of the autofix and the auto pop. So check the link in the description to get the autofix right now. Happy to be part of your creative journey. If you haven't liked this video, why not please like this video, subscribe to this channel for more helpful tips, tricks and photography tutorials.